the resort. Oh, already.
Doesn't matter.
Oh boy.
It's okay.
No, no, let's just go on. Well, yeah, it was so nice. The resort was really like, nah, you can't even imagine. So nice, and with a swimming pool and near the beach, so you could walk to the beach. And really, every day we could choose a dinner, and wow, that
Oh,
was like, yeah, you see that in movies,
yes, yes,
something
yes.
like that. And
That's
then we did the group, and that, and also it was very nice that it was together, because when you are really nice in that resort, but I would think that when there wasn't a group, I would be thinking like after 4 days, 5 days, like, oh, what can I do next? Or, but because we had that group, and it was so, everybody was so relaxing, and
yes.
it became a family, like the
Yes,
feeling of a
absolutely.
family, and taking care of each other and wanting to be together. So we were all the meals, and they had some wine party, everybody was there. So it was, that was so nice. Yeah.
I thought that it was
Yeah.
intimate like that,
Yeah.
like
Yeah. It
in
was,
that group.
yeah, it was really intimate. And it was also, I don't, it's like, it's not even so much noticed by everybody, but there was a relaxation. It was, yeah, that was so nice. And then there was nothing going on like something is wrong or all that. That just fell away. And that was amazing. I loved it. Everybody loved
Oh,
it. Yeah.
oh,
Yeah,
it's
that
such
was
a joy
really.
talking to you. I'm so, so happy. Oh, thank you for
Oh,
accepting.
yeah, it's good. I like it. I like talk about Vietnam, of course. It was such a nice memory. Yeah, it's slow. We were like, oh, it was so good there, and yeah, it's very warm there, so that's
Oh,
also nice. Yeah, no, it
here
was
is
good. And
very warm
before
too.
that, we were to San Francisco. Oh no, not San Francisco, Sacramento, of some near Sacramento. So that was a long trip, because we went
That
like
is
the whole
America?
world around. Yeah, we had a
Oh, I
meeting, a
wasn't
live
there.
meeting also there. Yeah, yeah, that was really amazing too. But we did it together, and that was a bit much. We had a long flights, and wow, that I wouldn't do that again. But
Oh,
it was
yes.
really nice to go to America and being there. So with friends, and people took us everywhere. So yeah,
Mhm.
that
I
was
guess
good.
I was watching one of your
Oh yeah, we
before
had a
Zooms
recording. Yeah, 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 yeah. We had a
before
recording.
the traveling, and I was just thinking that, oh my God, there will be a lot of thousands of kilometers or miles you will travel around the world, and
Yeah.
how can you bear this? So, oh, it's
Yeah, but the strange thing was we lost a day because it was so far. So when you lose a day, yeah, then there's no jet lag. So not really. So
uh-huh, uh-huh.
it was we went on Monday. We went from we did go from Sacramento, and Tuesday night or no, Wednesday morning, like very early, we came there. So it was like, oh, it was, I couldn't even think. That was so strange. Time is so strange. Then you think like how many hours, and I couldn't even work it out. It was too
Yes.
complicated. Yeah,
Yes.
yeah, that was funny.
Oh,
Yeah.
we were at Tony's meeting in September at London,
Ah,
and I know
okay.
that you
Yeah,
were at Kisleg, no? At
yeah. We were just like, yeah, 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 yeah.
and I hadn't met him before, and
Oh, you said that. Yeah.
yes, and it was
And how
uh,
was it? How was it?
uh, no
Uh,
words, just
ah, God,
flying.
good, good. Yeah, good. Yeah.
Lot
Yeah,
of
it's amazing.
energetically it was strong but beautiful, and that live, a lot of nice people, and we were a lot of
Yeah.
people there, almost 100, I guess. Lot of
Oh, again. Oh, wow. Yeah, that was
at
in
the Pax
Kislev. Were
Lodge.
also many. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Wow,
Oh,
100
it was
people. Wow,
wonderful,
it's amazing.
wonderful.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, it's amazing. Tony is, I love him, really.
Uh,
Yeah, that's so.
I said I need to meet him because no, he's pretty old, and I said that, oh,
Hmm.
we have to. There was a feeling
Yeah,
we have to go,
yeah,
and
of course.
we were there from here, from Hungary, like 6 or 7 person. We were
Oh, you were with so many
going,
people.
yes,
Wow, good.
a
Yeah.
good friends together.
Yeah, that's also nice to travel
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
together
yeah.
and going. Yeah, it's
It
good.
was my first time at London, so
Mm, okay. Yeah. Big city.
yes, it's just
Like, God,
full,
so big.
full city, full of everything.
Oh, wow. I think I was one time there because I was there also for a meeting of Tony, I don't know, a few years ago. But that city, I only saw a small part because it was so big. Wow, you
Yes,
in a
yes, yes.
train for hours. Like, how is that possible? Wow, yeah, that's crazy.
I wanted
Yeah.
to ask that since when you are doing the meetings, I was just curious. The Zooms
Mm.
and the lives and
Yeah, the Zooms that started in the Corona period, because
uh-huh,
then
uh-huh,
I before that I had for a while. I really can't say how long, for years. Then I had once in a month. Some people came to my place, and then we had a live meeting, and just in Dutch. And sometimes we recorded it, sometimes we did not, just in
uh-huh.
Dutch. And I didn't know anyone else, so just did that with some people there. And then the corona came, so it was stopped. And then somebody said, "Oh, you can do the Zoom meetings," and she learned me how to do that. And then the Zoom meeting started, and then it was like, "Oh, it's better to talk in English then," because I thought maybe there are more people like. And then it
Please
was suddenly like,
wait,
"Oh my god,
wait just a minute.
okay,
Just a minute, okay?
yeah, it's good,
Because there is
yeah,
some noise and I close the door, okay?
okay, yeah, just do, yeah, of course."
Okay. There are
Oh,
some neighbors and
already.
talking very loudly and
Oh
just.
yeah, oh yeah, yeah. I can imagine. Yeah.
And how was the how were some or the memories about the live meetings, people, how was the reactions?
Yeah, it's so different. It's so when first when everything yeah, how could you say that? When that it didn't come back, nothing, the whole thing didn't come back anymore like that. I didn't talk for years about that. I think it was like 4 years or 5 years. I don't know, something like that. And then I was in a meeting of Tony, and I asked something about that. I don't know what I asked, but and then there were a few people's coming to me, and they said, I get warm when I talk about it. And then they said, like, oh my God. And they said, what did happen to you? And then they were so interested. And there were Dutch people also, not only Dutch, some other people. So then that was the first invitation to start a meeting somewhere. Then in the beginning, I did it in my house. So yeah, and then in that period, I can say now it wasn't that clear as that it is now. So I started, but yeah, just like that.
Uh-huh.
And then I think now, for what the way I talk now is completely different. Completely, no, it's a lot different. I think it's more. That's what now I remember. That's what I was asking Tony, if there's a development in that, because I
Yes.
thought there was, but it was strange to feel that in a way. And then he said, "Yeah, there can be. Like there's something as if there's more relaxation, maybe, and there's more things, more. I don't know, falling away, or I
Yes.
don't even know, something like that. And it's more obvious. It's so much more obvious. It's so much more, yeah, stronger. Also, it's like
Yes,
it's so
absolutely.
much stronger. So that's
And can be
it's
sometimes so alive.
yeah,
So just
yeah, yeah. And
like
about it's also that was so nice also when you are in Vietnam. We were there with like 7 days. with each other. So that's a long way because normally the meetings are not that long.
Yes, of
And
course.
then in between the meetings, it goes on, and that's nice too.
Yes, 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 yes.
Yeah, yeah.
Absolutely. There is no pretty no that so no not too much free time there in this meeting.
No, but it's also it. I'm not different in the meeting that and then when we eat having dinner, something
Yes,
like that.
absolutely.
No, so that sharing is not maybe in talking like non-duality things, but
Yes,
it's
that's
also in
natural.
yeah, and then drinking wine and saying something. It's the sharing of the same thing is just going on and saying "I love you" in that way,
Oh, yes,
something
yes,
like that.
yes.
I
Oh,
love
it can
that.
be such a joy.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
You know, when
yeah.
this is pretty hot here, it's summer.
Oh,
Um,
yeah,
when here somehow it happened, then I was uh, mm, I met your videos too, near
mhm,
Tony's and Jim Newman, and then
mhm,
I was listening a lot of Zooms of
yeah,
course, and
yeah,
uh, and a lot of, you know, that somehow the you said sometime that there is some understanding, and then the understanding begins to collapse or somehow, and then energetically
yeah,
somehow
yeah,
uh, in the story, of course, begins to something to happen there,
yeah, yeah,
and a
yeah.
lot of happenings what happened here in the story that was I say like this a lot of information about from your videos. I'm not saying this from for the specialness or I don't know what, but in your videos there were some more speaking about what's happening
Oh,
than
when it
in at the
falls away.
others,
Mm,
and falling away that was like unknowable. I didn't know what's
yeah,
happening.
yeah,
And when
yeah, yeah, yeah.
I met your videos, then there was, oh my God, and
Yeah,
that there is
yeah.
no behind. Oh my
Yeah,
God,
yeah,
that
yeah.
was just
And then suddenly it's like obvious. Oh, it's like, oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah,
yes, and
yeah.
oh, and there was just like slightly, you know,
Yeah,
that
yeah,
slightly
yeah.
changing everything. It's
Mm,
that nothing is
mm,
real and nothing is solid,
yeah.
and the
Oh,
corners
yeah, I
are, and that
understand.
was just, oh my God.
Oh my God, it's really like that. Oh my God.
And at the same
Yeah,
time it was very ordinary, like a lot of
yeah,
happenings
yeah.
were like before.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh,
It
yeah.
was just more free, more crazy,
Mm, mm.
more natural,
Yeah,
more direct,
yeah,
or more direct,
yeah,
I guess. The
yeah. Yeah, I
uncomfortable
think so.
situations too,
Uh,
more direct.
Ah, yeah. Yeah, yeah, that's true. That's more, it's even more comfortable because there's no guessing or not making it different, but just what it
Yes,
is.
yes.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah. Oh, yeah, that's nice. Oh,
And
it's
I
good
love
to
very
hear
much
that.
when you
Yeah.
I guess that there was in a video you said that or how it was that there are two or three sentences which are not heard by the me or the that
Mm.
attracted something. One is of course that there is no one because you
Yeah, yeah. Oh,
disappeared. This is magic.
what is that? What did you do?
I don't know.
He's reacting.
Uh,
It's A-E-I, or how do you say
Yes,
it?
yes, yes. It's the Zoom makes it's working by
Yeah.
itself. There is no
Mm.
free.
It's the
Yes,
same.
that so there is no one, and that nothing is happening. In fact, these
Mm.
are the most confronting or most not
Yeah,
understandable, of course, by the mind or by the thoughts,
yeah, yeah,
by the
yeah,
system,
yeah, yeah.
and
Because
that
what I also had. Oh, sorry, sorry. Go on.
no.
No, go on. Now, what I had is that there was a lot of. I was going a long time to Tony, and there was a lot of. I think also understanding about there's no one and nothing is real. So I was like, could see the floor isn't real because it's energy energy. I already saw that and all that.
Yes.
And then suddenly I was in the garden. I maybe you know that story, and there was no body. The body, I couldn't see the body, and I was
Yes.
like, I never imagined that the body could be not real because I thought it's about the surrounding and everything is not real. Yeah, okay, but me, I am. Of course, I'm real. That was so such a shock to see that
Absolutely.
even that even that isn't real. That was
Absolutely. And that the
whoa.
seeing, it's nothing has to do with the body, the seeing. So
Yeah,
somehow the
yeah,
seeing was
yeah, yeah, yeah.
it's wide
Yeah,
open. And
yeah, and that's what you normally think. It's about the eyes and it's about the ears that hear it, and then it has nothing to do with that. Ah, that's amazing. Yeah, for me it was
yes,
so shocking. Well, I did try to get it back because I was like 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 restless, like, oh my God, what's going on here? Yeah. And now,
yes.
yeah, and I called Tony in that moment or in that panic when I was,
Oh,
and then
yes.
because I was so like, I can't get the body back. I was trying to drink coffee and all that. I didn't see it. It was a
Yes,
strange
because it,
story because how can you drink coffee? Well, okay, I didn't see it. I didn't see it. And then I told I called him and he said, "Oh, you get used to it." And that was
yes.
real, and that's like, and that's true. That's really true. But
And
yes,
there was a lot of imbalance in the system. But I was going,
yeah,
ooh,
yeah,
ooh.
yeah, yeah, yeah. That's so.
Oh,
But it's not only a belief. It's so
absolutely, it's
strong.
energetic.
It's in the body. It's everything. So it's not
Here
something
somehow
like, oh, okay. No, it's
yes,
more
and
than
a
that.
lot of here, it was the first, the contractedness somehow collapsed in the
Mm,
infinite, and there was a lot of, I don't know, that there still were happening some energetic shifts,
yeah,
slightly.
yeah,
Going, it was
yeah,
first the seeing, it was everything was whole. So
yeah,
and then
yeah,
was
yeah.
some changing, of course, apparent changing, but.
Mm.
Oh, there was something I was yes, that was very oh, I was laughing a lot when you were saying in one of your videos that that it's hard to explain when not you are going through the table, but the table is coming to you.
What? I did I say that?
Yes, yes, yes.
I don't know.
When somehow
Ah,
it's like the pictures are coming
ah,
to us, there are just
yeah,
pictures,
yeah, yeah.
like not continuity,
Ah,
but
yeah, yeah, yeah. There's no continuation. Yeah, yeah,
yes,
yeah. Oh,
uh,
that's
and that the
yeah,
brain makes or apparent brain some
yeah.
the system
Oh,
that
that's
everything it
mm-hmm.
seems like a film when you are looking at a movie. It's a lot of
Yeah.
confusion in the in this Advaita thing that it's very
Mm,
very
yeah,
same the talking about this, but energetically, of
yeah,
course, it's not, and it's very very confusing. A lot of people who I am talking to and online and the rest. So
yeah, yeah,
there is just hearing of course, understanding the words, and
yeah, yeah,
there are a lot of
yeah, yeah. Yeah, there are a lot of people have a clarity. I think maybe there was an awakening or something get
yes,
very clear. And then I think, yeah, for it's a lot of times it's talking very quickly, saying, thinking, yeah, I can talk about it, and it's very clear, and there's I think there can be a clarity, but it's not about
absolutely,
clarity at all. It doesn't matter if it's clear or not. It's like little children. They are not clear.
yes,
It's just moving around. It's no, not without knowing. There's no knowing. And
absolutely,
I had a long time. I understood very much the message, and then I thought, oh yeah, and I could speak to other people and that a little bit, and not in meetings, but just like that. And then suddenly that whole knowledge, that whole knowing, just wasn't there anymore. I didn't like that at the moment because it was so, oh my God. Yeah,
I
this
guess
was,
here the
yeah,
understanding was strong too. Yeah,
yeah,
but that was slightly changing somehow.
yeah. And then there's no knowing. And then also when before the group, I was in Vietnam, and then when I sit for the group, and I don't know if the expectation, but the people sitting there, and I'm sitting here, and there's just nothing. There's I am of not I am not, but this is nothing. So there's no knowing. There's nothing. Maybe there's suddenly start talking, or maybe not. So it was so silly. It's
Yes,
like there's nothing sitting here. It's there's
yes.
not
I
someone who
guess
knows or something. Not no.
this is absolutely indescribable that there is no awareness or consciousness at all. That is
Yeah,
absolutely
yeah,
indescribable. That there
yeah,
is no
yeah,
one, and this is
yeah, yeah,
like a
yeah.
light
How
is
can you
switched
say?
on or off.
Yeah, how can you tell? And how can you tell how that is? I really don't know. It's yeah.
It was very, very strange when
Mm.
somehow the hearing or there was that attraction, of course, and that resonance, and then some the sentences energetically, that pop up that there is no behind, and there is
Mm.
just what is seen or just what is
Yeah.
felt, and that there is just really what is seen, and that was like a shock for me. That's
Mm.
really what is
Mm.
seen. So
Yeah. Yeah.
that there are only parts of what is seen, and that is chaos and seems in order, and about
Yeah.
the abstraction of the mind, of course, that there is just what is seen, and there the mind is, so the brain is abstracting the rest.
Yeah. And I think maybe even it's not seeing it because that's assuming a little bit like there is something here happening,
Oh
but
yes,
it
yes.
and then but how can you tell? It's not seeing, it's only walling. But how can you tell that it's not seeing the wall? There's no one seeing the wall. It's not even that. Oh my God, how can you tell that?
That there is the
So
seeing it,
of
it's
course you use that seeing, yeah, yeah. But it's in the end it's not seeing. But how can you tell? So you use words, and that can
yeah,
be
yeah.
confusing. But how can you be not confusing?
Yeah, that
Because
there is no distance, that can't be
no,
uh,
no,
I know when
no.
there is still it here was an apparent person, of course, and I was already listening. Somehow the resonance was there already, and that
Yeah.
was the, I
Mm.
guess, the first something that the system heard, that there is no distance. Oh my God, what the hell is that?
Yeah.
There is
Yeah.
no distance.
Yeah.
That was
How can
here.
that be? Yeah.
That was
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, wow. Yeah, that's amazing. Yeah.
yes,
It's also a
absolutely.
shock. That, and it was suddenly like it wasn't. You could like there was a moment also like that. Like suddenly it's just obvious that there was no distance. You hear that? Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. It's crazy. It's crazy. Yeah. And it's also no big deal in a way. Yeah,
Yes,
so what?
yes.
Yeah, it's also
Somehow that
yeah.
there are in that apparent, I don't know, moment or something, not
Yeah.
event. It was so ordinary that there was
Uh,
no memories at all, that
uh,
how it was before. So the
ah,
memories
oh
absolutely
yeah.
vanished. How was the seeing in distance or the parent, because
Oh
it
yeah.
never happened. Oh,
Yeah.
I
Oh
guess.
yeah.
But
Oh wow.
I
Yeah.
was really, really panicked and somehow and afraid too, because I guess like 2 3 weeks I was trying to get back the me, or that I was trying
Oh, oh wow. Yeah, yeah,
somehow
yeah,
to
yeah,
get
yeah, yeah,
back
yeah.
the
Oh wow,
contract.
there was a panic. There was a panic. Yeah? Oh
I
wow.
was pretty there was an attraction,
Yeah.
somehow a little
Yeah.
panic that
Yeah. Yeah, yeah,
what
yeah.
what
Oh
will
my
happen
God.
now,
Yeah.
and oh my God,
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
and here, of course,
Yeah. Yeah.
here the burden was very, very heavy. So the contracted
Mm,
the person was very, very
mm,
heavy, and
mm.
my whole apparent life collapsed. Here was
Ah,
a lot of changes, lot of job,
ah.
losing
Ah,
everything. I couldn't
oh yeah, oh
manage. I
yeah.
couldn't
Oh,
do
you couldn't do
anymore.
anymore. Wow.
No, it
Yeah,
was a lot of
yeah.
specialness here, a lot of specialness in the theater
Mm.
and everything, and that was collapsing, that specialness and that importance that I
Oh, of
important.
course. Yeah, yeah.
And the
Oh,
family
yeah.
and the public and everything.
Oh, wow. Yeah,
So
so that's a big change in that way. Yeah. Oh, wow.
I
Yeah.
guess that that is different at any
Yeah, everybody is different. Yeah,
everybody
of course.
else. It's not the same. But here was
Hmm. Yeah,
oh,
that was huge. So I can imagine you think like, "Hey, hello, come back."
yes, yes, yes.
Over there.
And the whole, of course, my whole friends and a lot of
Yeah.
people disappeared from my
Mm.
life because no,
Oh, yeah.
that was a lot of
Yeah. Yeah.
um,
Yeah.
games
Yeah.
and anything and
Of course.
still
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
guess everyone was or were considering me crazy. So
Oh.
Agnes went
Oh,
absolutely
yeah, of
crazy.
course.
It
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's true. Yeah. Yeah. Oh
can
my God.
be.
Yeah, I didn't have that kind of life, but I did I was a therapist, so I did
Yes, the
give
parenting, I guess you
meetings
said.
all day. Yeah. So I did, and I had big meetings also because I in a while in a now, a long time ago, then I was I could see really when there's people saying something, I really tuned in some way, and then I knew what was going on there, and I could speak about it and say something how to handle that, and amazing. But I was so I had big groups because that everybody wanted that, of course.
Uh-huh.
And then, and then in the middle of that meeting, a big meeting, then somebody asked something, and I wanted to do my thing, like I had there was kind of thing, and it didn't work anymore. So, oh my God, that was the last time I did that. I couldn't do that anymore. So in that way, in a bit the same, like all those meetings, they didn't come anywhere. So there was a big issue about money in that period,
Yes, yes,
of
yes.
course.
Here too. I had a very good salary. And
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
life doesn't care.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. It was so strange because I had didn't ha- I had in the first time I was really working and in all kind of places like bringing coffee in cafe of in cafes or in offices, and I did all that kind of job just to earn money because I had my children and I was in a panic like, oh my God. And it wasn't working. It wasn't. It went less and less and less. So I worked harder, and it became less and less. So it didn't work. So there was like it was this kind of panic in that way. There was also a panic,
Yes.
and then I was. Finally, there was somebody was asking me what, and I was holding on, and somebody was asking, "How are you?" And I suddenly started crying, and I couldn't stop anymore. And I was also in a situation with more people, so I was really embarrassed and all that. And then somebody said, because we were somewhere, I think we were in a cafe, and we were going we would go to Tony Parsons, and she said, I will ask a question at Tony Parsons. I was like, no, nobody was showing emotions in the Tony Parsons meeting, so I didn't want to do that. I was, oh my God. So and then she said, yeah, I will do. And then she said to Tony, her I couldn't hear because I was always sitting really behind and all
Oh,
that.
yes, yes.
And then and then he was talking to me about that. I didn't I can't even remember what he said. I think even that moment I didn't hear what he said, and it was complete the whole issue about money was gone, and it never came back. It just there's no issue. I wasn't busy with money anymore. It's so
Yeah.
strange. That was so strange. Even people next to me, they were like, "What's going on here? There's something happening." But I didn't even know at that moment. But it was completely like, "Oh, how can?" And now it's very obvious. Like money. What is money? It's
Yes,
just energy.
yes.
We're making so much of it. But
Absolutely.
yeah, at that
Here
time it
was a
wasn't
lot
that
of
clear.
a lot big importance in
Yeah,
place
like
in yes, yeah.
yeah,
I had children
surviving
of
and yeah, of course.
we
Yeah,
have money and earn and oh my God, what will happen? There was a lot of
yeah,
importance in
yeah,
money, of course.
yeah,
And
yeah, yeah,
in Romania, anyways, there is a lot of money importance in the country.
yeah, yeah, of
Everyone
course.
wants
Yeah,
more and more and more. And
yeah,
now I
yeah.
started some meetings in Romania language and live too, and
Oh, oh yeah.
it somehow
Oh
it
wow.
came now it
Yeah,
happening.
yeah,
I don't know why how
yeah.
it's really people are start to come.
Oh wow, that's amazing that in
Yes,
Romania they're so interested. Oh wow, that's
yes,
nice.
yes. Not
Yeah.
not many, but it's
Mm-hmm.
everything. It's like it's happening. So I
Yeah.
don't know why or how will be,
Yeah.
but
Yeah, but it's great to do it in your own language. It's different than talking in
yes,
English. I notice people when people in Dutch. Well, I don't have so many meetings in Dutch, but people say it's different because the yeah, I can imagine. So even I
yes.
maybe in Romania, not so many people speak English also.
No, and in Hungary either. So I'm doing in Hungarian
Oh, yeah, yeah.
meetings
Oh,
too. So I'm doing in Romanian language too and Hungarian
oh,
language.
oh.
Um,
Okay.
yeah, because I was born in Romania, so I know the language as my native
Oh,
language.
okay. Oh,
Yes, and
wow.
that's
Yeah.
it. It's amazing that I can talk in Romanian too.
Yeah. Yeah. Sure.
People are happy, are happy. It's the understanding is this too. So we are using
Yeah.
the words, it's normal, it's natural.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
And the Hungarian people, it doesn't understand too lot of English. So
Mm-hmm.
there
Mm-hmm.
is uh,
Yeah.
a quite of interest now
Yeah.
that
Oh,
this is in Hungarian language too.
yeah. Yeah.
So
What I was in Budapest with Elizabeth.
yes, yes,
And
yes,
then there were people in the, you were there. There were people in the meeting and they didn't understand English and they just came back. And it was like, oh
yes,
my God, what's going on here? That it's so about energetic. I love that. Yeah,
absolutely. You know
yeah,
that we were our guests at Saturday at your meeting at Budapest.
yeah,
The other
yeah,
day, we
yeah,
both of with my partner
yeah.
too, we get so sick that we couldn't get up from the bed.
Oh my God.
Somehow it was so strong that we were just
Ah, yeah, yeah, yeah.
like that.
But there were
But
also
okay, we
people
are.
in the break. There were people lying down because they had to sleep. I don't know.
Yes.
It was so amazing. That it's so energetic.
Yeah,
Wow!
yeah,
And you're
yeah,
in
yeah,
a group of
absolutely.
people, and that group. It's not about me. It's about everything together, and that makes it can make it very strong. Yeah. Wow.
Absolutely, absolutely. It
Yeah.
was really, we were
Yeah. It
kicked
was
out
really.
from the system.
So thank you very much. Oh God.
You know that nothing, of course, nothing has a meaning, but I love the
Yeah.
stories too, and I love to talk and naturally and normally.
Yeah, of course.
And
Yeah, it's nice.
I was really working a lot as an in the past, of course, with emotions like an actor, and I like
Ah,
emotions
mm,
very much,
mm,
and that was such a freedom when this happened, and the my um, hold it back emotions
mm.
were
Ah, they
unleashed,
come out.
you know.
Ah, yeah,
They
yeah, yeah,
were
yeah. I get it. Oh, they came. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, of
as
course, that can
here was
happen.
such a feeling always that I am too
Mm.
much. I
Oh, I
am
know
too
that.
much, not
Mm-mm. Yeah, I know. I know that too. I'm too fiery, so I
yes,
had to
yes,
be
I
more
am too.
quiet.
Oh,
I have
then
that
I
too.
had
I always that I feel like, oh, finally, when I saw people and they were really resting like that, and I was like, oh, how do they do that? I want to be like that. Nah, I didn't, but I couldn't. I couldn't, but yeah,
I
yeah,
guess that was another kind of topic that it was very important always that that how are others and how are you. So the
yeah,
the relation,
Yeah.
and that you have to be
Yeah.
better and or less or more or who that was,
Yeah.
and I'm not enough,
Yeah.
of course.
Yeah.
I'm not enough at all.
And it is never enough. It's never so as I am, as Rose is going. Now that can't be it. So how can we do something else? It's amazing how strong that is. I was even aware of that. Like, oh, what is that strange? That how this is going and how reacting. That's not good enough. And how can I work on everything to be all right? I didn't
Yes,
even know
yes.
what was all right. There was kind of ideas about that.
Yes, and
It's
when it came, you know
amazing.
that you don't have to be, or that the what's happening, it don't have to be good, you know, to
Yeah,
be better, or
yeah,
and
yeah,
then everything it was going somehow worse. So
yeah. Also, yeah, it's
that
like
you
an
don't
endless. Yeah,
that
and
so
that's
whole,
and
yeah.
what's now going on? It's like watching in the mirror, and I was always thinking like, oh, this is I don't like, and shoot me, oh, this is like, that. And now it's just watching in the mirror, looking, and there's nothing going on.
Absolutely, yes.
And I forget that it was there, but
Oh,
sometimes I remember like, oh my God, I was always busy how to look and what did I do and how, and it's just gone. And you
yes,
don't even, and I was talking to someone this afternoon, like when it's gone, you don't even notice it's gone because you're not busy with it. So
yes,
it's not a big deal. And you were
absolutely.
looking for it all the time, like that special moment, no me anymore. And it's not even noticed. It's just like, yeah, there's nothing going on, nothing special. Oh my
Oh,
God.
it
Oh,
was such a relief, you know,
yeah.
like an actor, the face
Yeah.
and the body was very important. That a lot of public
Mm.
was watching me every night, so
Ah, of
the
course.
whole body, the moving,
Mm.
the hair, the face,
Ah.
and
Mm.
here apparently the body is changed a lot too because of course that energetically it came somehow.
Oh, like,
Because it was like that, you know,
oh, yeah,
and
you have to be, but that was also the rule, like to be thin like that. Oh,
absolutely,
that's also that. Oh my
absolutely, yes.
God.
So it was
Yeah,
a
of
very
course.
importance, a big importance in
Mm.
the body,
Yeah.
and it was
Yeah.
a big relief
Yeah.
when
Yeah, of
slightly
course.
just changed
Yeah.
apparently
It
before.
changed a bit in how it's normally going and what is a right body. I don't know. I was like I'm always like very thinny and I was always thinking I'm too fat. It's amazing. So I was that's also a big strange thing. And I was doing things about it and getting less weight and all that. And there was always something not right. And then I was looking at the mirror and I was looking, oh, I'm looking too thinny. So maybe I should do. It was always something,
It's
as if
never
it jumps
okay,
on something. Yeah,
never
amazing.
okay, never.
Yeah, yeah,
It was a huge, huge energy
yeah.
going
That's
for,
so strong. Oh my God.
of
What
course,
it's like amazing how strong that is. And it's so
very,
normal. When it was there. It was so normal to be busy with that and trying and yeah.
and I
And I
guess,
lost also a lot. Most friends we were also in that kind of being busy with that. I lost those friends. No, I didn't lose them. I did say I don't want to go, and I didn't want to go anymore because there was always being busy. What are you busy with today? There was
yeah,
when
yeah,
somebody
yeah,
phoned me, it was like, "What are you busy with today?" And I was like, "Oh, there was
nothing.
sometimes I was just playing a game on my phone, so I didn't realize she meant like your emotion or whatever." So I said, "Yeah, I'm playing a game on
I
my
love
phone."
this. Oh, and lot of people busy with
Oh.
family and kids and
Yeah,
oh,
yeah,
what about your kids? And but and
yeah, yeah,
collapsed a lot of
yeah,
this is it. A lot of friends were gone because there was a so
yeah.
importance in everything, in money, in family, in children, in
Mm,
how to make my life
mm,
better, and a lot of arrogance
yeah,
and everything. And there were
yeah,
a lot.
yeah, yeah,
There were a lot of kind people and best friends, best friends. from many,
Yeah.
many
Yeah.
years, and it was really a loss. But
Yeah, that I can imagine that. Yeah, because it doesn't work anymore. And you
yeah,
love them, but it doesn't work anymore. So
somehow
that's
we
I
didn't
can
come up
yeah.
anymore to meet them. So somehow
Yeah.
the life didn't
Yeah.
make the situation to
Ah,
meet
yeah.
them anymore. It
Mm.
was just like by itself. I There was no
Yeah,
effort.
yeah.
That
Oh, yeah.
just like
Uh-huh. Yeah, it doesn't work. You don't pick up the phone or all that. It's just not busy with that, but it's just not happening. Yeah. Yeah.
yeah, yeah,
Yeah, that
yeah.
can sure. Yeah.
Of course, a lot of
Hmm.
erasing on the Facebook and the Messenger and the telephone numbers. A lot of erasing. What can you
Oh,
do?
yeah. Yeah, yeah, yeah. 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 Yeah.
Life
It's a
was
small, yeah, and it's a very small. I don't have such as people think like when because they see that I'm going to Vietnam and all that, but in the same time, it's very small life. There's not so much
absolutely,
happening.
absolutely,
Just going out for shopping or just a walk,
yes.
and there's not so much going on.
No,
No,
that here
no,
we are living a very,
yeah,
very simple life. So there is not
mm,
many happenings, just very simple. Oh,
mm.
a lot of biking. I know that you
Oh,
are
I love biking. Oh, yeah, I
somehow.
like that too. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
We have a lot of bicycle here.
Ah, that's nice because it's flat
I
also,
love
like that.
biking. I love
Yeah, it's so nice to bike. Yeah, I
very
love that
simple
too.
and very
Yeah,
ordinary
you
and
look
just
around. It's more. You can go a bit far, bit more far than when you walk. So, yeah, I love
absolutely,
that.
yes.
That's
Lot of
nice. Yeah.
places and not with the car. Here are a lot
Mm.
of places where you are not allowed with car. So with the bike you
Oh,
are
okay.
allowed
Oh, you
and
can go. Oh, that's nice. Yeah, that's
yeah,
good.
there are a lot of
Oh, yeah.
joy in life. What is
Yeah.
happening?
It's amazing that you can sit there and that you have a house there. Wow, you're so lucky.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's good.
this is just amazing. I don't know how it happened. I don't know
Huh.
why I'm here.
Yeah.
What
Yeah,
what the fuck
it's so
happened?
great. Yeah, that's
And
great.
and you know
Yeah.
that I was just laughing when I guess in one of the videos I have to mention this. You said that this is not about that you will have another house or another home or there are no big changes. Of course, the changes are apparent, but I was just laughing and I said, and that no, you won't be maybe at a great. Palm Beach on the ocean, and I am at the ocean with the
And you were
family.
sitting there.
My home
Some
somehow
people
changed
are.
with him with love and being in love and
Yeah,
I
yeah,
really
yeah.
don't know what happened and
Yeah. Oh, wow. That's
it
great. Yeah,
wasn't
it's
like this
nice.
before,
Yeah.
absolutely. I was
Yeah. Oh,
working
wow.
and a lot of and
Yeah.
it's just like I don't know.
Yes. Yeah,
I
that's
can't deny
funny. Yeah.
the changing too. So
Yeah.
this is life
Yeah.
too. This is the fullness.
Yeah.
The
Yeah. Yeah. It's just like the energy of circumstances. Yeah, that can
yes,
change.
but
Of course.
absolutely no importance. So it's great and the joy and everything, but somehow it's so natural.
Yeah.
So if this
Yeah.
isn't anymore and there is just where I
Yeah.
was living, then that is. So it's
Yeah.
there is no dealing with that. Wow, I am here, or I don't know. It's no important anymore.
Oh, yeah. Mm,
Just
yeah.
other
Yeah.
changes, changing.
That's more like this, and that's yeah. It's the table, and it's that small. It's also
Yes,
not like oh this place. It's not even this place. It's the table. So it's
yes,
like it's very no, not so much, not so much. What and also what is for example? I was in New York, and then I was like, "What is New York? It's just a street. I'm walking
yeah,
on the
yeah, yeah,
street,
yeah.
and that's everything. That's." And then when I was in Amsterdam, I was also walking on the street, but a different one. And then yeah, that's what is going on. So what is New York? What is Amsterdam? That's also like making up some things that
Yes,
there's something going on. There is no New York and that was also like, oh wow, there is no Amsterdam. No, that's making up something. It's that
yes,
street or the table or whatever way you
yes.
are, but and
Like
it's not the
nothing.
whole place or the whole. country, or what
And
is
that
that?
was amazing that somehow
Yeah.
the the sizes of the forms were just
Mm.
like it is. So that
Mm.
disappeared, the knowing that the size of something, the knowing
Oh, yeah,
about,
yeah, yeah.
like little
Yeah,
children,
yeah, yeah.
what is seen
Uh-huh.
is the size what is seen. It's not
Yeah.
imagined anymore that all it
Yeah,
gets
yeah,
bigger
yeah,
and
yeah.
smaller and
Not a,
like a
mm.
picture
Yeah,
somehow.
yeah.
Uh,
Oh, wow. Yeah.
it
Yeah.
was
Yeah. It's just that and nothing more, or not. Yeah. It's not even comparing, but just that. Yeah. I know.
yeah,
Yeah.
that's
That's,
this
yeah.
just
Oh,
very
wow.
and I loved very much. I was resonating with you, of course, with the videos and the sharing how you did this because it was very ordinary. So I wasn't at a
Mm,
spiritual way,
mm,
just a few years, very little, a bit,
mm, mm.
and I didn't understand at the first that absolute and infinite, and I don't know, it was a little
Oh,
complicated,
all
the
those
words.
words. Yeah,
Yes.
yeah, yeah,
And
yeah,
then
yeah.
you were just
Yeah,
saying
yeah.
so simple and so ordinary that just that how
Mm.
you are saying, and that was,
Oh, yeah,
I guess, in
yeah,
the understanding was a
yeah,
resonance too, that
yeah.
I wasn't so
Because, yeah,
familiar
I
with.
don't like all those because I don't understand all those words.
Yes,
Some
yes,
people are talking like that, and I don't know what they mean with that. That's so complicated, and so there are a lot of
absolutely.
words, and I can't even follow. I don't have an idea about what it is, and they're so sure about it, and I just think like I
Yeah,
long time I thought when I heard those things I'm not that smart because I couldn't understand that. That was so complicated. So I thought, no,
yes.
that's I'm not
I was
that
very
smart.
smart,
Yeah.
but it collapsed. So I was very smart, but now I was just just
Yeah. Yeah, 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 yeah.
I loved, I guess
Uh,
Andreas Müller said too that at first when he was starting to speak about this, he had no
mm.
word either. So
Oh yeah, yeah,
but
yeah.
at
I have to
me,
say,
it
yeah.
was inverse or inverted at me. I was talking very much at the first, and now I'm going to talk less. Now I
Yeah, yeah, that can happen too. It's amazing how that's working. Yeah.
yes.
It's so different. Yeah, that's nice. I love that. Yeah. Yeah, yeah,
Now
yeah.
there are not needed so many words, and like an actor, I
Yeah.
guess I was just conditioned about talking a lot
Yeah,
of
yeah. Yeah,
Shakespeare,
but that energy is can be still there. That's so strong. Yeah.
Yes, yes. I guess
Yeah.
still there is a conditioning, but maybe it will remain. So it's in the system. It's or not. I don't know.
Yeah.
But I
Yeah.
don't care anymore. It's coming out.
No.
It's coming out. So
Yeah. 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 Oh, yeah. And I'm just thinking now that a lot of times, also in live meetings, there's a silence. There's nothing coming.
yes,
And I'm thinking now that whole idea about myself, I wanted to be quiet and all that, and now it's there, and it's it's just nothing. It's no,
yes.
yeah, it's not like, oh, quiet. There's a silence going on. No, there's just
It's
not.
just happening.
None.
Silence. It's not more important than the words.
No, no,
It's
no,
just here.
and I don't even know what's happening. Maybe people are thinking, or I am thinking, or I
Yeah,
don't know. But
yeah.
so what? Yeah, so what?
And so what? I was
Yeah,
always judging and of
of
course
course. Me too.
apparently getting judgment about that I am talking too much like
Oh
before.
yeah.
And
Oh
like a
yeah.
kid, I
Oh yeah.
was like that oh you are talking too much and not and
Ah.
now
Yeah, 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 yeah,
there
yeah.
is a relief that I can talk or the mouse can talk a lot or not.
It's just going. It's just going. I can't
If
do
you don't
anything
like,
else.
then go away. If you
Yeah,
don't like, you go
it's
away.
just going. I'm sorry.
I'm sorry.
I
No one
can't
is
stop it
deciding.
either. Oh, yeah, yeah,
No
yeah,
one is
yeah.
deciding anything.
No, it's just energy, and then that's in words or in, I don't know, something else. Yeah, yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
I
Oh,
love this. There is a some
yeah.
resonance because there is a no holding back about the stories and what's happening, or I don't know, because it's at here, I don't know, it's somehow not divided. It's not divided. It's
Hmm. Mm.
um, just like that. And of course, someone is not like that. It doesn't matter, but it's
Well,
more
it's so
easier.
energetic. It's just one energy, and there's even circumstance. It seems like, yeah, it's not even, doesn't have any meaning. I love that. There's no meaning in everything. So
Yeah,
when there's no meaning, yeah, when there's
that is
tension,
amazing.
suddenly there's a lot of tension, and there's no meaning in it. Yeah, then yeah, then there's tension.
That
It's
is
not even
amazing.
mine. Yeah, yeah, I love that. Yeah.
And that, like, I guess, like before, that some people are very, how do you say, sympathetic, or uh,
Mm.
are you a friend with them, or it's okay, and
Oh,
others you
yeah,
are not. So I guess that was like that
yeah,
before.
yeah,
So there are annoying people and there are not.
yeah, yeah. That still is there. There's still
You're,
annoying people. People
yeah.
I don't. I think like, oh my God, I don't want to sit there.
I
I
was a
know
lot
that.
that I couldn't say no, I couldn't say no
Ah,
to people. I was
mm,
very, oh, okay, okay, and afraid from
everything,
reactions and
everything is okay.
yeah, yeah, and afraid from consequences. If I say
Yeah,
that
yeah,
I
yeah,
do
yeah.
that, then what will happen? And I
Of
won't be
course.
loved and I won't be
Oh yeah.
accepted.
Oh yeah, 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 yeah. I know. But everybody know. I know that too, of course.
But
Yeah, I was very shy. I was always very shy and withdrawn and all that. And in a way, I was very fiery. So there were, in some circumstances, I was really, but not in a nice way. I was really like, like
yeah, 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 me
that.
too. Me too. When there was the kids are
Yeah,
doing something, I was just and
yeah,
it happened, but oh, it was just such an energy
yeah, yeah, yeah,
out.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Uh,
Yeah, me too. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
just killing energy.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, that one thing. I think like a lot of times I had like that I want this. I want you to be like that. And that one thing
Yes,
was so strong. And then I didn't know how to do that. So with a lot of extra power, I thought maybe then they listen and all that.
yes,
But that's completely gone. It's not,
absolutely.
it's just not about what I want. And I
Yeah,
don't care. That's
yeah,
also because sometimes people say, yeah, but what do you want? And yeah, of course I can say coffee or tea or I want to
yeah,
go
but
like that, but not really. If it's not going, then there's something else. Yeah,
yes,
it's
yes,
not about me. So that's such a relief that it's not about me. There's
I'm very
nothing
too.
going on. There's also when people are annoying to me, it's it's not even. It's like, oh, and then I'm going, and it's not even touching, or
Yeah,
there's
yeah,
nothing going on. That's amazing. I didn't know that it could be like that. It's just empty. It's just wow. It's
yes,
that
yes, yes.
so
There is
in
no
that way.
stimulation.
It's not. Yeah, it's not like how do you say that? Vulnerable, something like that. It's
Vulnerable.
not at all like that. I don't feel like that. No, it's not at all. There's just nothing. So you can't be hurt something because there's no one to defend or
Yes.
to.
Somehow it becomes neutral somehow, but it's not that you are not feeling it. It's just a feeling. It can be very strong, but it's somehow that it's not my feeling. So there is no dealing with that somehow. But it
No.
can
Hmm.
be, I don't know how the body is feeling, or
Yeah, there can be feelings.
yes,
Yeah.
it's
But
just like that.
there's that feeling, and it's sometimes I don't even know why. That's
Yeah,
also a lot of times I think
yeah,
I don't even know why the feeling is, but there's also not being busy with that. It's just
yes,
that feeling, and then
yeah,
after a while there's something else going on. There's not also what I used to do, trying to change it or trying to do something with it.
yes,
That's not coming. It's just not coming.
That
That's
in very,
also.
very big importance in that to change and
Mm,
absolutely unconscious, of course, because it's not conscious that
mm.
doing that and to change others, to change.
Yeah, I
Yes.
did that. Yeah.
Yes, I did that very much.
I
Always.
was like, I think I was very arrogant. Like I knew what was the best.
Yes, yes, yes. I was like Hitler. Somehow. Like,
Yeah, in a subtle way, I was always in a role like knowing better than other
yes.
people, and I got that role because some people like that you know. But in subtle, it is somewhere it was nice, but in a subtle way also, it always felt uncomfortable because there was something like this isn't it, or I can't be more than others, or looking down on people what I did and all that. There was always in the background something going on, like there is something else. There has to be something
Uh-huh.
else because this isn't it. Yeah.
Uh-huh.
So
Uh-huh.
in the end, that was the longing also, I think, for me. Like it should be something like it's equal. There's no difference in better and worse and all and higher and all that. There,
Uh-huh.
yeah, and a long time I
Yeah.
didn't understand, but there was always that feeling somewhere that it should be. I know there's something else. I didn't know what it was, but it has to be so. This can't be this that. And I felt like I'm better than other people because I was raised like that. My family is also a bit
Yes.
like that.
Yes.
So I
I
felt
was
like,
raised like that
what?
too.
Hmm.
And you were at
But
the
then, yeah,
spiritual ways too? You made some spiritual.
yeah, yeah.
Oh,
Did a
yeah.
lot of spiritual. Yeah, in my own way. I did it all by the all everything I did myself, like making, yeah, all kind of methods. Well, so people looked up to me because, and I always had a lot of people. So I was successful in that way. So that made the feeling like, oh, you're busy in a good way. That it seems like that. So that when there was going in this meeting, doing these meetings, there were not so many people. So that old thing, like I'm not successful anymore, and is it all right what I'm doing? That came back in the beginning also because there
Yes,
were like
here too.
5 or 7 people, and I
Yes,
thought, oh, yeah, 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 yeah.
like
Uh,
I was an actor and I was playing I was playing every night for 600 people, and
oh yeah.
I was keeping the meeting
Yeah,
for 10 people. I was,
yeah, yeah.
oh my God,
What is this? Yeah,
was my and was who it was very,
yeah,
very
yeah,
strong
yeah,
that, oh my God, it's
yeah,
not okay, and la la.
yeah,
It
yeah,
collapsed, of course, and it doesn't matter
yeah,
anymore.
yeah,
But it was
yeah.
very strong.
Yeah, 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 I can. And then subtle, became more subtle, but it took a time that it was
Yes.
still somewhere there and like, why is there no, 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 why is there? Yeah,
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
yeah,
yeah, yeah. Absolutely. And that
yeah.
somehow that sense that no one is doing anything and that there is no free choice and everything is
Mm,
going by itself. It was
yeah,
somehow slightly coming uh
yeah,
that
yeah. It's more like who I embodied or and
yes,
integrating, or
yes,
a bit difficult to say how it's going. But in the
yes,
years, it's of course it's a story. But in that way, it's 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 more it's more stronger. It's more um, how do you say that? I When I say it, it's more like waff. And I think in the beginning it was like, yeah, that's this and now it's like really
yeah, yeah, yeah,
I'm
yeah.
really strong,
Absolutely.
and and that's not me doing that, but because there's another lot of things are not so much there. Maybe I something
Yes,
like that. I have the feeling it's more like that. Also, like there was a lot of this body was very tense, so that was not in one moment it all gone. That took also
yeah.
a long time. It's
I'm
still there, can be still there.
here
Yeah,
too. Here too.
yeah,
Even
yeah,
after almost 2 years, yes, a lot of
yeah,
heavy me, heavy
yeah.
person.
Yeah,
And
but there
that,
can be, and I had also there's a relaxation, and there are a lot of emotions, even memories about some stories of like
Absolutely.
my mother, or I don't know what people. And
Yes.
then after a while it was gone. But yeah, that came too. Yeah.
I love so much that when you, of course, the words are really so it's going energetic, but somehow I liked very much this ordinariness, how you were talking at the
Mm,
first when I was
yeah.
listening, because you know that there are a lot of misunderstandings, and of course
Mm,
there is no one, but that there are no
yeah.
relations, that there are no relations, and then people then every way misunderstanding. Then I don't relate with anything. I'm not talking to, and I'm dissociating
Yeah.
about
Mm, mm,
everyone, and
yeah.
I
Yeah.
don't
Yeah.
have to be
Yeah.
with my family, and oh, a lot of, and it's not about
Yeah. Yeah.
all. It's
No, it has nothing to do. And I think when this is more like obvious and easygoing, and it's more embodied or more my
yes,
own. Nah, it's a bit strange to say, but it's more like that. Then it's more easy to talk like, yeah, of course there's a relation because everything is in it. And I remember that maybe in the beginning I couldn't talk like that because it wasn't that sure or it wasn't that obvious. And now it's more
yes,
like it's yeah it's I like to talk also when there's meetings and people have personal questions. A
yeah.
lot of
I
times it's
like
about
to. I like to
can be
very
the
much.
questions about there's no time and all that. I
Yeah,
like
yeah,
that
yeah,
too, but
yeah.
it's also very nice and when people are struggling with money or with a relation or with everything. Yeah, it's of course it's those questions that everybody's busy with that. So
Yes,
why
absolutely.
couldn't you do that in that non-duality meeting?
Yeah, I
And
like
then
that
you
too.
see
Absolutely.
yeah, I love that. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
Maybe because I'm
yeah,
that too, that I love the stories too, and to talk freely, that and every question and
yeah,
answer, it's just coming out. You can't do anything with.
yeah,
So it's someone
yeah.
asking about money issue, or about
Hmm.
death situation, or anything. It's just coming, and then there is a talking about that.
Yeah,
But it's so natural.
yeah,
I really I had some problems with that. That, oh, you are allowed just to talk about, I don't know what.
yeah, yeah,
Here
yeah, yeah, yeah.
we are not the same, of course. It's like the one energy, but different characters, different body mind systems, and
Mm,
I was like a little felt in prison,
yeah.
that,
Mm.
oh, you are allowed that, like there is a non-duality rule. No
Yeah, but
bullshit.
I did speak. There was somebody saying that there was a 1 or 2 weeks ago. There was somebody saying something about that because there are new non-duality rules.
Yes,
Because
I
when
know.
you say like I'm still wanting something, then people say no, there is no free will. Like, and then you can't talk like that because people will
Yes,
say something to you. You're silly or not that far or all that.
yes,
Oh my God, there's so many things like that.
absolutely,
There's
and so normal.
a new non-duality police.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
absolutely.
yeah.
Absolutely.
Oh
And
wow.
when someone talks about simple stories, or something is coming up, then,
Yeah,
oh no, you are not allowed to talk about this because there is only nothing and everything.
yeah. And it's just a
Everything
story.
is this.
Oh my God, that's no. It's not
That
just
is
a
so much
story. Yeah, of
control.
course.
I just,
Sometimes I'm saying that, but not all. It's not always the same answer.
yes,
There can be some people and they go on and go on, and there can be suddenly like then there it's a story that can be, but normally it's just it's energetic how that's
yes,
going. If there's a
yes.
sincere question, then there's
Oh, I love
coming
so much
something
that
back.
we are talking
Yeah,
about this, because there was a lot of misunderstanding about this, and that
yeah,
here is something
yeah,
I was feeling such a control, that then part of that, when you are talking, or coming up really
yeah,
about some story, then it's not life. It's life that too. It's life, alive.
yeah,
It's a
yeah,
it's just, it's not, it has no meaning, or it's not so serious, but it can be very serious, talking about an illness, or anything. Oh my
yeah.
God.
And but at the same time, when there's talking about that, there's that question or that saying that, and then there's in the answer, there's I can't say, but it's something going on. Like there, it's going nowhere. So
It's
there's
not
no
real.
answer and all that.
Yes.
So in a way, it's then the whole problem it suddenly is not there anymore.
It's
It's like
vanished.
that what I told about the money, what Tony did. It's not about the answer. It's not about the words. There's
Yes.
something going on in the answer, and that whole thing is just falling apart. I don't
Yes.
know how that's done. That's just going by itself, but it's amazing how that's going in these meetings. It's just an
Ah,
answer just
absolutely.
coming, and it's just falling apart. That's the whole problem is just gone. It's sometimes I don't even know what I'm sometimes people are there was somebody was talking about ghosts. And then I was like,
Uh-huh.
oh my God, I know nothing about ghosts. So I was thinking like that, what should I say about that? I really don't know. And I was thinking
You didn't see enough movies, you know. You didn't see enough movies about ghosts at Netflix.
Oh my God. And I was like, oh my God, what shall I say? And then he stopped his talking and there came an answer. And I was like, suddenly it was like, where does that come from? It was so funny to see that it's
Yes.
really, it has nothing to do with me, but sometimes it's so close, of course. It seems like I'm talking, but sometimes it's
Yes.
so obvious that it's just coming and it's like, oh, that's the answer. It's so
Oh,
funny.
yes, yes, it
Yeah,
can
yeah,
be
yeah.
so just it's there or yes,
Yeah,
or it's something
yeah.
happening and after a minute there is not anymore and something else and I love
Yeah.
when Tony says that it's absolutely not about the words. Of course that there is
Ah.
answer or question,
Mm.
but somehow it's like the birds chirping, you know that
Yeah. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
so it's
Yeah.
and
Yeah, it's
somehow
just
the
yeah. Yeah. And that's what we do normally in the whole story with everything what's going on. That everything seems so important. But when that's gone, then what is happening?
yeah, yeah.
There's nothing going on.
Oh,
That's really like that. Yeah.
yes, and I love that there is no agenda at all, so it's so unpredictable
Mm.
and so
Yeah.
ah
Yeah. Yeah.
so
Yeah.
free,
Yeah.
so
Yeah.
free.
Yeah. 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 I love that too.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Thank
Mm.
you very much. I guess
Yeah.
it
Nice
was
to speak to
great.
you. Yeah. Yeah.
I let you rest
Mm.
or have a
Yeah.
great night and
Yeah.
greetings to your husband to John.
Thank you. I will do.
And thank you very much.
Thank
I
you.
will end
Yeah.
now the
Yeah. Have a nice time there in that nice